channel. I hope everyone's having a magical day, and also welcome back to my doll room. Today I'm concluding my reviews of the Disney Villains Designer Collection because I'm doing a review for the last and probably most anticipated in the set, which is Maleficent from Disney's Sleeping Beauty. So Maleficent has always been guarded, I think, as the leader of the Disney villains and probably the most popular, recognizable one, just by everyone, not even big Disney fans, they probably know who she is. So it only explains why she was the most expensive in this set for me to get. Not as expensive as other dolls that are out there on the market, but out of these 6, she was the most expensive. So we're going to take a look at her artwork and we're going to take a look at the doll. But first, if you haven't, I've already done reviews of the Evil Queen, Cruella, the Queen of Hearts, Ursula, and Mother Gothel from this set. So please go check those out. I'll put a link in the description of this video to the playlist of all the videos in this set, and you can watch them on rerun if you want. Alright, so who am I thinking of? Sorry, Maleficent. Her motif in this set is a dark green collar, and it's like a spooky green, and her tagline is called Original Goth. So Maleficent was the first goth, I suppose. It says the same things up there, Disney Villains Designer Collection. And I do love how they said Original Goth because Sleeping Beauty has a lot of gothic medieval elements in the art style. With Princess Aurora and with Maleficent, so that could be where this is coming from. But also she's just kind of dominatrix looking. So Maleficent has a pale green skin, and of course she has her signature horns, and I'll have to show you what they did to make her horns here in just a second. Some people don't like it, some people love it. I think it was executed well, but we'll just have to take a look here in a second. So this is based on her cloak and her black outfit from the film. She has a cloak that goes all the way down to the floor and it has purple on the inside and black on the outside. And on the neck it has like a medallion pinning it together. She has on black gloves that go up to her, almost to her shoulders. They have a little ruffle on them. This is very sexy. This is almost like the Evil Queen, in that this doll is kind of sexy, kind of mistress dominatrix. On the corset, she has some details there, and on her waist, there's another piece there that has some layers that makes it look even more kind of leather dominatrix. Down at the bottom, there's purple and red, which are Maleficent's signature colors, and it's blended very well. She's also holding her staff. This isn't the staff, of course, directly from the film, but I think that here it looks fabulous. Maybe she had a staff made for this occasion. Down at the bottom, there's black and silver details there on the bottom of the box, so they all match. Here is the side of her box, and it has the same artwork of Maleficent from this series. And it just has like a greenish filter on it. This gives us a different look at the artwork. Up there it says Disney Store exclusive, and then it is the same on the other side as well. Here's the back of her box, and this is where it's going to give us more intricate details of Maleficent. So that is the full view of her artwork, which is beautiful, I think. So it says Maleficent, as Sleeping Beauty's most famed dark fairy, Maleficent is always dressed to kill with cloak and staff, casting furious spells and a curse of death. Calling her an evil sorceress is an understatement. She's just so evil and fabulous. Here's the information about the Disney Villains Designer Collection. And down here at the bottom, here is some other of Stephen Thompson's information and inspirations he had. So signature horn-like hair, so it's like hair made into horns. Palid green skin tone, leather, let's see, matching gloves, crystal ball staff, okay, interesting, with crow detail, or claw details like a dragon. Jagged velvet cloak lined, gem closure at front. Okay, so he really had all of this laid out. Down at the bottom is product info, but she doesn't have a price tag on her, but she was $79.50. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at Maleficent and her artwork here. And just doing a quick scan, really a lot of her is translated very well with a lot of these. They really match the artwork very well. The only thing is with her horns on the outfit, I think that they were aiming for more like horn-like hair, but here it seemed to go straight up and you know, not really technically mimic how her horns are usually placed on her head, but we'll take a look at the execution here. But just looking at it from a distance, it seems like Maleficent really, you know, matches her artwork because the leather, the cape, the staff, everything is just, you know, spot on there. So here is the face sculpt that they made just for Maleficent in this line. This is something that we had never seen before, and I believe that they reused this Maleficent face sculpt for the Midnight Masquerade Maleficent that came out so many years later. But here, it really matches the artwork, I think, and it does look like Maleficent, but it makes her look more beautiful, and not as much as like a fairy or like a dragon. So her skin is like a pale green. It's not like a wicked green, not like an Elphaba green, but just like an evil, very pale green. Her makeup is very pretty. She has yellow eyes. She has a reddish pink lip, and then her eyebrows are purplish, and there's some green eyeliner and some purple eyeshadow. Her hair is jet black, just as Maleficent, you know, would have. And they have fashioned her horns into hair. Well, her hair into horns, vice versa. And they have done this by wrapping up 2 spindles of hair and making them look like her horns. So these stand like straight up, kind of, like 2 big spindles. And I think that they do look like horns, looks very devilish. I wish that this would have been translated a little bit differently like this, like maybe straight back, like her horns would be placed, because this, it seems like the horns aren't naturally placed, but maybe this is what they could achieve with the hair. Nevertheless, it's so beautiful and very high quality. You can tell that they did not cheat on her hair quality here. You can see where they have tied it back though. But in terms of like just the doll, like from this angle looking at her, it's very pretty. So some people, you know, I could say this could have been a little different, but hey, I think it's very beautiful, and some people disagree with that, but hey, you know, I think it's very glam. So she has a high purple collar, and around her neck is like a little gem there that has like the closure for the cape, and it's all very beautiful fabrics. The cape goes all the way down and it hits the floor. The inside of the cape is purple. Her outfit is mostly black, and there is that corset that has ruffles. The gloves in the corset are of the same fabric, and there's little ruffles on both. So it doesn't change until we get down to the skirt, and the skirt and the cape are the same fabric. So if you can see there's purple, there's reds, there's black. It looks so much like Maleficent. They have pinned everything down so that it doesn't move, of course. And they want it to stay pristine and nice for forever, you know? As long as she's in the box, she'll be displayed this way. But I love how her cape and her outfit looks there with her side profile. Her staff is very beautiful. It's not exactly what she has in the film, but I think that this is more like a designer take on it. And like I said, maybe she had this fashioned just for this look. The top looks like a crystal ball, and it looks like little talons or like little claws holding it up, and it has little gems, little rhinestones that's placed in it. And her hand is kind of tied to it a little bit, so it kind of looks like she's holding it. Down here it says Maleficent, and it has little diamonds there on the nameplate, like all of them do. Here is the back of Maleficent's box, and we have her beautiful artwork once again. And here it says Disney Store exclusive, and then we have a look at her certificate of authenticity, which is mostly green. It says Maleficent Original Goth. There are 13,000 of all of these dolls, and I got number 6294. And from what I remember, I got Maleficent off of Mercari a couple years ago, and she was the most expensive out of all of them. So I think I want to say I paid the most. I paid more for Maleficent than probably the rest of them. So I want to say probably around 200 for her, which compared to a lot of the others in this line, you know, is more. Alright everyone, that's everything I have to show you here. This beautiful designer Maleficent doll, really just an underrated collection from the Disney Store that I don't think a lot of people are still talking about. So that concludes my videos for this set. I hope you guys enjoyed me covering it. I'm going to be covering my next set, which will be the Disney Fairy Tale Designer Collection. That includes the princesses and their true loves. So that will be next after this villain set. But thank you guys for following, watching. Let me know what you think of her. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time in my next video. Okay, everyone have a good day. Bye.